Summer is just around the corner, thank goodness, but that means it's time to start thinking about shedding that winter weight. Joining us now with 5 tricks to help us lose 25 pounds just in time for beach season are the nutrition twins, Tammy Lakatos Shames and Lisi Lakatos. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
So it's true, we are so excited that the weather is warming up, but that does mean that we probably need to shed a little bit of winter weight. Most of us do put on a little bit in the winter, right?
Absolutely. So we have some great tricks for you today. First, one of our favorite tricks is eat out while you're dining in. And we've all been told it's time to eat more at home. This way you're going to save yourself some calories, sodium, and fat. But the truth is, one of the reasons we all love eating out is because
it tastes so good.
It tastes so good. And the reason it tastes so good is because they're usually adding a lot of butter to everything. So when we're at home, we want to get that same flavor, but without the negative effects of the butter.
And you can do that just by swapping out a few things?
Well, the trick is to use a light spread and then watch how much you add. And we work with I Can't Believe It's Not Butter Light because it gives you that great buttery flavor, but it's half the fat and half the calories of the butter. There's no trans fat. And if you use it on your vegetables and your bread and in your cooking, instead of using the butter, you're going to save yourself 5 pounds. You actually lose 5 pounds by summer.
All right, so you're going to swap out some butter and you're going to save some pounds. All right, now what about what we drink? There's so many calories in our beverages.
So this is our drink your nutrients, not your calories trick. And research shows that when we drink our calories, we just don't compensate later in the day by eating less food. And people seem to forget that these liquid calories, they do add up and they do count.
Absolutely.
So instead of that afternoon frappuccino, have a cup of tea or iced tea with lemon, and you'll really save your waistline because the tea is calorie-free. Plus, it's got those added bonus of having those antioxidants and those flavonoids, which actually protect your skin, keep your blood vessels healthy, and they have many other benefits too. While a cup of frappuccino about this size, medium size, 250 calories, loaded with sugar.
Wow.
And so if you make this swap daily, you'll lose 5 pounds by summer.
So just don't put sugar in your tea, put a little lemon or maybe any other thing, anything else to sweeten it, honey maybe?
Yeah, you could use a little bit, but a lot of the teas have a lot of the green teas have a lot of great flavors, like green tea with mango, you know, so, but you could sweeten it a little bit if you want, and you still, just a little bit, you still save the calories over a frappuccino.
Absolutely. Now what about snack time?
Okay, well this is actually our trick that's eat your cake and stay on track too. And really what this means is you actually should have a daily indulgence to keep on track. It's
I
going
like
to
that.
Yeah, we love that
one.
That's
That's why we stick with it, right?
Right.
Because we feel like
you don't
we
feel
can indulge.
deprived. And the trick is, though, you want to make sure it's portion control. And we can tell you that if you come to our house, we have things like the Vitatops and the Skinny Cow, and we really credit these things for helping to keep us on track. We work with these companies, too, because it helps to keep our clients on track. And instead of going for that cake or those muffins or the cookies that can set you back 600 calories, go for something like the Vitatop. It's rich, it's chocolatey, and it's going to quench that sweet tooth with just 100 calories. And as nutritionists, we love there's 9 grams of fiber, there's protein, and there's added vitamins.
In just one of those.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
And it's 1.5 grams of fat. It's next to nothing.
Right.
And if you're someone that goes for that cup of ice cream, instead go for a Skinny Cow truffle bar. And these are low-fat ice cream. It's very creamy. You can see it's drizzled with chocolate.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
They're melting just like ice cream. So it's not ice cream. What is it exactly?
Well, it is. It's a low-fat ice cream. It's very creamy, and you can see it's drizzled with chocolate. And one of these, this is actually their new flavor, cookies and cream, which happens to be our favorite. But it has 110 calories and 2.5 grams of fat. So if you swap either of these treats for your daily indulgence, you will lose 5 pounds by summer.
So whether you're craving that sweet in the afternoon or after a big meal, it's better to do one of these sort of measured portions.
Yeah,
exactly.
Exactly. And in fact, even like if we go to a restaurant and there's something like a really big indulgence there and we want to stay on track so that we don't feel deprived, we keep these around. We know we can come home to that.
Even throw it in your bag and remind yourself it's there.
That's a good idea.
No, portion control is big though, right? I mean,
exactly. And this is actually our Italian restaurant trick. And when we go to an Italian restaurant, we both order what we would normally order. We order a large side of steamed vegetables without any oil or butter. And immediately when our meal comes, we put half of it on a bread plate and we have it bagged up. And with the other half, we dump those vegetables right into the meal.
And then you can look how much more you get, but you're cutting the calories in half.
So so this is the same amount of spaghetti. You just put it over there and added vegetables.
And look at the portion difference. It's incredible. And that way, even if you just do this at 1 meal a day, you're going to lose 5 pounds by the time summer gets here.
Oh my gosh! If you can even finish that,
exactly. And it cuts the calories in half.
That's a great trick.
It really is.
All right, now of course exercise. We can't forget how important that is.
This is what we call trade in your downward dog for a run with your dog trick. And yoga's great, but let's face it, you know, it does help with flexibility and it does certainly relieve stress, But
tone a little bit.
It does all sorts of great things. But when it comes to calorie burning, it does not hold a candle compared to cardiovascular exercise.
So hence the jump rope.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. And research shows that when people do yoga, they perceive themselves to be burning a lot more calories than they're actually burning. And you're engaging your core, so you feel like it's very intense. But at the end of the day, in an hour's yoga class, you might burn about 200 calories compared to speed walking or an aerobics. For an hour, you'll burn 450.
So don't give up the yoga. Just combine a little cardio.
That would be
with
ideal.
It,
that would be ideal. You want to keep the cardio and add a little bit. If you were to swap completely, you would lose 5 pounds by summer. But if you can keep the yoga and add in the cardio, you'll do more than that.
That's right. You'll lose 5 pounds and you'll look toned.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's great to see
Thanks
you.
for having us.
And don't forget, you can follow ABC News Now on Facebook and Twitter. Just search ABC News Now. Thanks for watching.